Okay.
Hey everybody, I'm Jim, that's Warren. You're watching Talking Vintage Vendor Corner, brought to you by Decades You Claim Vintage Depot, located at 502 West Brendan Road, Lakeland, Florida, 33813. This is show number 11. Like I said, I'm Jim, that's Warren. We are vendors at Decades You Claim Vintage Depot. I'm also the owner. I'm a vendor first, owner second. And yeah, you're here watching us, if probably because you're a vendor at a shop like Decades or at a mall. And yeah, you want to learn a little something. That's what we're here to share what we know and yeah, talk about the things in our industry. So here we go. We have two topics today. The first topic is whose responsibility is Facebook and social media? Yeah, whose responsibility is that? It's everybody's, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so if you're a vendor in a mall or a shop, you're your own business. You know what I mean? It's no different to me than a strip mall that has multiple businesses in it. They're all in the same mall or the same, place, and they're each responsible for their own. You need to think of it that way, really. So we've said it before about being your own business. What the shop does on social media is bonus to everybody, no matter. I mean, we here at Decades Reclaim, we do a bunch of different stuff, and I think I've got these listed to talk about. But everything that's done is bonus to everybody. If it brings somebody in the door, it's bonus.
It's great.
Yes, it is. Definitely, it's bonus to everybody. Yeah, so the reason this whole thing came up was I was reading this story about a mall owner that actually had to kick out a vendor of their shop or their mall. The vendor kept accusing the owner of promoting their own stuff. I guess the owner must be a vendor like me. And the owner was trying to explain to the vendor, no, that's not my stuff. You need to go back and look at it. That's not my stuff. And then there were some other posts that were specifically other people's stuff, and she was offended by that when the owner tried to explain that when a vendor that has its own identity, let's just say you're the stuff guy. Right. So the stuff guy on Facebook promotes something or promotes what he just brought in and tags the shop, like Decades Reclaim Vintage Depot, we automatically drag that in. Because let me tell you, on Facebook and on social media, there is no magic pill. There's no plan that absolutely works, and people are going to be, oh, yes, it is. If you do this and if you do that. No, it doesn't. The algorithms that Facebook uses are almost impossible to figure out. So you're basically just throwing stuff on the wall to see what sticks. So anytime a vendor like Warren and the Stuff Guy posts something on the Stuff Guy page and then tags us, we automatically just share it to the page. Because, like I said, it's just something else thrown on the wall, and hopefully it sticks, or somebody sees something they like and they come into the shop. So don't get all wound up because you think your mall is just showing certain people or doing certain things. We do a couple things here. I do a check it out video on Tuesdays, and I do a what are you doing this weekend on Fridays, and they're just videos that I shoot and post. And often I don't know if you've noticed this, but often they are done in the front of our building.
Right.
And most of them, if not all of them, are done in the front. Oh, Jim, you're not sharing everybody else's stuff. Well, let me explain it to you. In the front is quieter, and it's cooler in the summertime. It's easier for me to control the environment in the front than it is for me to control the environment in the warehouse section. So yeah, so most of them come from up front. And that's our Tuesday. It's just a check it out video, whatever I want to show you to come in. And then on Fridays, we do a what do you got going on this weekend? How about coming down to Decades Reclaim Vintage Depot? And I'm showing another segment of the shop. And then we also do the hustle.
Oh, that's
okay,
right.
we call it the hustle. It's where we use Facebook Marketplace to identify items that we have in the shop. And then, we tell people when they say, oh, yeah, I want that one, we say, well, just come here and pick it up. It's this price or whatever. Often enough, when people come in to pick up one thing, they wind up shopping and buying others. So even if your mall or your owner is only putting, he's doing something like that, or she's doing something like that, and they're just putting up stuff and it never seems to be yours, when somebody comes in to buy anything, they're exposed to your stuff. So, yeah, it's your responsibility to promote yourself as your own business. It's the bottom line. And then whatever the shop does, it's beneficial to everybody, I
Right,
think. Beneficial to everybody.
People
Yep.
have to understand, I think, too, that there's, like us, we have 50-some vendors. You can only show so much.
Yeah, you can only
know?
show so much. Like, we do our regular show, which is Talking Vintage, and we do what is it, show and sell section. And, often we stay away from our own items, but we've been on a kick doing John's Jams for a few shows. I'm sure somebody's going to say something. Yep. Topic number 2, things you as a vendor would like to see in your mall shop. These are needed things, not just wants. I mean, you could probably say we need air conditioning in here, but yep. So here's a list of things that I got from looking around online that people say that they wish that their shop had, or they want their shop to have, or their shop just has. Tools, basic tools, and we have those. Screwdriver.
Yeah.
Yep. A ladder, step stool.
Yep,
we got those. Extra tags. We've got those.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got those.
yeah.
We have a locker for the vendors. Furniture movers. We have those.
That's us.
That one we have doesn't work. No, they're talking about the ones with the wheels
Oh,
on.
I thought,
Yep. A hand truck.
We have
We
that.
got
Yeah,
that. Tape, pins, markers, strings. We got all that.
We do.
We got all that. And we provide that for the vendors in a locker or whatever, not for their everyday use,
Right.
but when they forget something, there it is. A shop vac. Somebody said a shop vac. We have one of those. I don't think it gets pulled out by the vendors very much. We have another vacuum that gets used a little bit. And then people said cordless vacuum. I thought it was a good idea until I looked at the price on cordless vacuum.
Yeah.
Cleaning stuff in rags, and we have that. Furniture polish. I don't know if we have any in the vendor locker, but I know that, if you ask for it, we could probably come up with some. Tape and gunk remover.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have that in the vendor locker, but if you ask for it, we have it available. Storage area. We do not.
No,
we do not have a storage area here. A lot of places have a storage area where you can rent space to store items. I thought that was kind of cool.
It'd be nice.
It would be nice. It would be nice. But it's probably not going to happen. Lockers, we have those. Key vendors have their own locker, and then we have lockers for vendors that are just coming in for a little while or whatever. They could throw their purse or whatever in the locker. Shopping baskets. And this is the first item that I read that was directed, that they felt that the shop have it. That was kind of directed to help the customer out.
Well, yeah.
Everything else was for the vendors, but shopping baskets, we have those at
but
Decades.
it does help the vendor because the people are coming in with the
Yeah,
basket,
but-
put stuff in
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
carry
yeah.
more.
But that's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
Is listing stuff.
Oh.
And a break room. We used to have them when I first opened the shop, but now we have that as a retail space. Blacklight flashlight. We have one here. It's not readily available to everybody, but if a customer wanted to borrow it, we would happily loan it to them. And tape measures, we have those. A fridge. We have that, but we don't have a lot of space for you to put like your lunch in and stuff like that. But if you brought in a cold drink and it wasn't water, you would have a place to put that. Let's see, broom and dustpans. We have that too.
They don't get used very much.
Yeah, but we have them.
I know.
So those were all the things that I went online and found that people wanted to have at their shop or mall.
And we have most of that.
And we have most of that. Yep. Well, that's it for our show tonight. We appreciate everybody watching. I am Jim. That's Warren. You've
really
been watching Talking Vintage Vendor Corner.
Number
Show 11. Yep. Join us in 2 weeks for Talking Vintage Vendor Corner show number 12. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Have a great evening.